Hello, good members. Welcome back to RGT to 1K. We are back with some machines, and Dueling Book is being a little annoying this morning. It keeps disconnecting, but I am confined to the morning for the time slot that I have to record this. I've been doing a lot of these sort of in the afternoon, so we'll see how my brain holds up. I did eat, I did have my coffee, and I'm not just rolled out of the bed, so hopefully we'll be all right. I'm actually leaving a little bit later to go play some Paper Goat. If Goat doesn't fire, we'll play some Paper Edison, which I've never done. So that'll be fun. We've got Lightning Vortex back in the deck. I don't know. United We Stand. It has different applications, of course. It's fine when it comes up. Lightning Vortex is also fine, I guess. But I feel like, I don't know. It's kind of a toss-up, maybe. I don't know. I just really like Lightning Vortex. You all know that. I've said that several times. So bringing Lightning Vortex back in the deck. I'm actually, I know I cut a Token Thanksgiving to put the Lightning Vortex in the side because they both kind of destroy goats. Token Thanksgiving being a little bit better in the fact that, yep, see, there goes Dueling Book. Token Thanksgiving gives you some life back for Cyberstein, also good against Burn, whereas Lightning Vortex can't really do those things very well. But decided instead of putting the second Token Thanksgiving back on the side, I would add in a second Big Bang Shot. This is a card that hasn't come up very often. I don't know if it's like, I know I've played it, but I don't think it's actually been relevant as far as like attacking over goat tokens, stuff like that. So wanted to put in the second Big Bang Shot, give that a shot. Shout out to Petty. Petty loves puns. Look at all these cards that are banned. Like, my boy Metamorphosis is still banned. This card would probably be just, like, I don't know much about the advanced current game, whatever it's called. But Metamorphosis would just have to be absolutely cracked, right? And I know they've brought back Cyberstein a couple of times, and they just have to reban it immediately. It's like the Golgari Grave Troll. Shout out to the Magic players. Yeah, Giant Trinade obviously would be a huge problem in its current state. But, yeah, I think I've rambled on enough. Let's go ahead. Oh, we are at 800, was it 883? I think that's correct. We lost one ELO in the last video, even though we went 2-1. So you all get a little bit of a glimpse of sort of like what it's like whenever you get to a little bit of the higher ladder. We're like gaining the same amount for 2 wins as we are losing for a loss now. So that's kind of what we have to deal with. So we're going to have to put together a lot more wins at a time to get us to 1K. But here we are. Hopefully, once again, we can make it to over 900 in this video. But, you know, we'll see what happens. But, yeah, once again, rambled on long enough. Let's get to the games. All right, here we are with match... Oh. I hate Gravekeepers. This person was rude to Petty recently. I don't mind calling him out on that. Petty sent me a replay, and they were not the not the nicest. But here we are. I'm not going to instigate anything, of course. But actually, you know what? I'll send him the GLHF here. We've got a pretty good hand. Brain Control to go with the Jinzo. Don't mind it. Scapegoat. Always good to see. Graceful Charity, always good to see. So, pretty happy with this hand. It did take me a while to get this match. I guess people just aren't putting up with Dueling Book stuff this morning. And, you know, that makes a lot of sense to me. But I am willing to push through in the name of machines. Alright, so opponent leading on Thunder Dragon. Cool. We've got 2 of those in hand. What else you got to follow up? We got the old T-set. We got the Graceful Charity. We do have the old T-set. All right. Limiter removal, also always fine to see. All right, we do have a Trap Dust Shoot. That's fine. We lose our Jinzo. No big deal. Brain Control is not going to be as good against Turbo, of course. So putting the Jinzo back in the deck's totally fine with me. Don't know what this face down monster is, of course. That's why it's face down. Opponent writing down the hand. Alright. Give the deck a good old shuffle. And then I'm just going to plop this Graceful Charity onto the board. All right, we draw Reasoning and Cyberstein and the Jinzo. Okay. Interesting. We could Reasoning plus Cyberstein. And if we, like, Gatling Dragon... There's a chance we could win this turn. I think I kind of want to go for it. I think I'm actually going to ditch the Scapegoat. We just don't need that. I'm going to keep the Brain Control in case everything, like, fails here. Sure. And if we flip 1 or 2 heads, depending on what the Reasoning hits... Yeah. Let's dish the Jar of Greed. Let's just go for it. Why not? Throw down this Reasoning. We'll see what the opponent calls. They know we're machines, so they could call 2. That's fine. They do call 2. We do have one of the Steins in hand, so... Yeah, okay. Facilier, come on down. And yeah, let's just go for it. This is dealing over 10,000 damage, assuming we get 1 or 2 heads. 0 or 3, we don't win the game, but that's okay. Yep, let's just go ahead and activate. All right. Come on, Gatling Dragon. There's a Tails. All right, so we're safe from 3. Oh, no. Come on, man. Come on, man. No. No. What is happening? I'm going to attack with a Cyberstein, I think, here. It clears everything except for Spy with the limiter removal, so I think I'm still going to go for a game shot here. Sangan. I don't even have to activate the limiter. All right, so yeah, let's see if they get Kuhb. They probably don't. But, you know, there's a chance, right? Sinister Serpente. Okay. Well, here's my limiter removal. I know I should technically, yeah, I'm going to say I should technically attack with the Facilier first, because 28 plus 52 also does it. But either way, it's going to get affected by the limiter removal. So, cool. We pick up game 1, and just kind of going for it there. We're going to get rid of the Lightning Vortex and the Brain Control for a couple of Mind Controls, as we've done so often in this series, and I think we're going to call it a day there. We'll see, you know, if the opponent brings in, like, a control package or something like that. Well, I know... No, that's been the only swap we've been making in this series. I think it's totally fine. I brought it into my head again, like, whenever I did the Machine Gate video with Gulaws. I think we were siding in Royal Decrees against Turbo, expecting, you know, like, Solemn Judgments and stuff like that. And that does make sense to me. But Turbo players are still kind of divided a little bit. Some people still... Oh. Well, hello? Get ourselves a nice little plus 13 elo. It's like I was already done siding and everything, so the opponent wasn't waiting on me. I was just sitting here filling some time. But, all right. They're out of here. Nice little plus 13 elo. We're at 896. Get some justice for Petty over here. Shout out to Petty once again. I guess it's just his video. We'll put it up on his channel. All right. We're at 896. We got a nice little game 1 out of that one. Let's go ahead and grab another. All right. Match number 2 against... We've got Lord Voldemort himself over here. I'm not... It's been a while since I've seen the Harry Potter movies. It's He Who Shall Not Be Named, I think is what they refer to him as. Something along those lines, I know, for sure. Not the biggest Harry Potter fan in the world. Let's go ahead and lead on this Upstart Goblin. This hand's fine. Like, can't really argue with having True Nade plus Reasoning. I'm just going to set this Ring of Destruction, I think, and pass the turn. See what happens here. The hand could use a little bit of help, but, I mean, the opponent could just help us out with Brain Control, but... Duo coming on down. Alright, Brain Control's out of here, and I guess... I could keep the True Nades, I could keep the meta. I probably don't need double True Nade, I guess. Let's just get rid of one of those. We'll keep the meta. It may come up, like maybe we draw a Facility or something like that. Or maybe we need to, you know, maybe we hit a Demock, we need to meta it off. Ugh. Okay, opponent's setting a bunch of back row. Maybe I wish I'd kept the True Nade now. Okay, never mind. Just have a Trap Dust Shoot here. Cool. Enjoy. Now we're in that awkward spot where I could Giant Trunade, or I could pass the turn and hope to get a face-up monster from the opponent. The problem with that is we could end up out of Stein range, but I don't really think that's super likely. I think I'm just going to pass the turn, honestly. Yeah, I want to see my opponent get a monster face-up so they can push through a little bit more damage. We do have this Ring of Destruction. And, like, eventually they have to do something, right? They don't have access to a Chaos monster right now, we think. Oh, Magician of Faith. Yeah. Okay, we're going to get duoed here. That was definitely the risk. But we'll see what happens here. Probably getting rid of... Well, we'll see what they get rid of first, I guess. Roll 4, we get rid of Reasoning. Okay, well, I'm going to get rid of Meta then. Okay. Ooh, no. No. You don't get that Moth back. Get that out of here. All right. We both take 300, but they're going to have a clear field. Unfortunately, we did lose our second Reasoning, but chill, opponent, I got it. That goes back to the hand, though. All right, Meta. I feel like I need to do something here. If we hit Stein, we almost win. That's kind of crazy. When is it 47? We know Tsukuyomi in hand. We get 2 back row. Maybe I just pass again. But then they set the Tsukuyomi and things get a little harder. I'm going to Trunade, and then I'm going to Reasoning. I'm going to see what I can get into here. Try to make a little bit of a push. We're a little bit behind, so I don't mind being a little aggressive here. They do call 8. So, all right, we get Facilier. That's fine. Attack for 28, and then I may just... I think I'm going to go into King Dragoon here. Playing around Snatch Steal. Snatch Steal would obviously be an absolute disaster, of course, especially with the Tsukuyomi in hand, so... Yeah, there's Thunder Dragon. That's fine. They already had a light in the graveyard. I don't know. Maybe I was supposed to be a little bit more aggressive on the first turn, but I think it's fine. That's one of those conundrums where it's like, you know, what do you do? A or B, pick your poison? Monster Gate. Okay, well, I wish I'd hit Cyberstein. All right, let's attack. Moth. Okay, we're getting back duo? Sure. Would I rather them duo? I think I set the Monster Gate. Like, they could have MST or something, but that's fine. That's an MST that gets pulled out if I draw a Snatch Steal or a Premature Burial. Both of which are pretty good here. Snatch isn't great, but it's okay. Alright, now we set a bunch of back row. Oh? Facilier. That's an interesting one. There could be a Torrential back there. We could go into, like, if we hit D-Mock, that's pretty good. If we hit Stein, it's fine. Interesting spot here. I think if we hit Jinzo, it's really good. Blowback is also pretty good. Okay. This isn't playing around Torrential, but the opponent set 2 cards behind the Magician of Faith, so I'd imagine they're probably not. Oh, it's a Solemn Judgment. Okay. I'm pretty okay with that, too. Just attack into this monster here. Now the opponents have... They did draw the Mirror Force. That's unfortunate. Okay. Okay, we're gonna... Yeah. I was gonna say, we're probably not gonna see the Wrath of Sinister Serpent. We're probably gonna see the Wrath of Tsukuyomi. But, okay. That's all they've got. Something good? D-Mock. We were gonna hit D-Mock? Oh, no. Not the Solemn Judgment. No, I could have gotten back Giant Trunade. Alright. We'll pass the turn. Don't like the way that this game is going. Opponent has main deck Solemn Judgment. That's pretty bad for us. We got duoed twice. Yep. Now we've got to break through all of this. Well, we do know that there are 2 Thunder Dragons in hand, so the opponent doesn't have access to Chaos right now. Prima. Okay. That only gets us Facilier. That sucks. Reminds me of Beavis and Butthead. This sucks. This sucks more than anything has ever sucked before. I'm gonna go for the Prima though. Facilier is the only monster we can target. Okay, the opponent typing K. The old passive-aggressive K. Alright, let's get in there, take out this Serpent. Alright, the attack goes through. The opponent, of course, can just, like, set Tsukuyomi or whatever. Do all of that stuff, maybe get value out of a knock that they've been holding on to. We'll see. Oh, they do have the Snatch Steal, sure. There you go. Enjoy. Uh-huh. Alright, and we're gonna lose game 1. Looks like turbo again though, so let's just side out the vortex and the brain control. And bring in the mind controls. Maybe I decide to be aggressive. This time. Those turns are like just so weird. It's like I could go in, but like if I lose out on it, the opponent did have a Snatch Steal. So many things can go wrong with like Night Assailant, set Tsukuyomi, stuff like that. Hard to make those decisions, and like the only thing that like super punishes it is having a Moth for second duo, but you know, here we are. We're past that. Pretty good hand here. Lead on Upstart Goblin. Get ourselves a Monster Gate. Okay. And I'll go ahead and throw down this Graceful Charity as well. Okay, and a Scapegoat and a Limiter. Alright. This is awesome. I'm going to get rid of a Metamorphosis. I really like Jinzo here. Snatch is pretty good. Yeah, I guess since I have the Snatch, I will get rid of the other meta. Like, other meta is really good, though, to summon Tear. And then I have Monster Gate to get rid of it. I also have Jinzo to get rid of it. Maybe I just get rid of Snatch. It's that or Jinzo. But Jinzo against the deck that's going to be playing a lot of traps seems pretty good. I'm just going to get rid of the Snatch Steal. That may seem a little weird, but I think it's okay here. And I'll set Scapegoat and pass. Probably not looking to Cyberstein next turn, which makes Jinzo like an even better candidate here. Opponent has paused the game. Why have we paused? I guess we're not gonna get a reason. I guess I just like went AFK or something, and okay. Well, I guess since we don't know what's going on, I'm gonna cut in editing, and we will be back whenever the opponent's back. All right, and by the opponent being back, I mean the opponent has conceded. Don't know why. No reason given. Maybe they just didn't want to play against Machine Gate. Maybe people just don't want to play against Machine Gate today. I get it, but take that free succulent Elo. We're at 906, but I'm going to get another one because neither of these matches have really progressed past game 1, and yeah, let's go ahead and grab another one, and God, I hope it doesn't last too long, but that's okay. Match 3 coming now. All right, match number 3. We're up against Shest, which is a person that I've played against quite a bit. As you can see, you know, almost 11,000 experience. This person plays a lot of GOAT format, dueling ladder. Hopefully we can stay above 900. Keep it for an episode. This is a pretty good hand. I do like this. I am just going to throw off the Graceful Charity rather than wait for Reckless Greed. Yeah, Jar of Greed is one of the reasons to do that. Ooh, nice little Facilier. Goes with the Metamorphosis pretty nicely. We have Premature Burial as well. Ooh, and Giant Trunade. Okay, so let's get rid of meta. We could go turn 1 King Dragoon, and I think this may actually be the time to do that. Because we don't have a Scapegoat or anything here, and I think I want to keep the Ring as well. Because at 52, we would actually be able to kill. I guess I just get rid of the Jog. Sure. Yeah, let's... I don't do this very often, but man, this is quite tempting here. Let's go ahead, bring out the King with the Flute of Summoning Dragon, which I just learned recently whenever I was making a thumbnail with King Dragoon. It has the Flute of Summoning Dragon in hand. All right, let's set Reckless Greed. I don't need to set Ring here. Yeah, I don't want it to get blown up by a heavy storm. What would make me want to set Ring? Oh, DD Warrior Lady? That's a good one. All right, let's set the Ring. Protect from DD Warrior Lady potential. Something along those lines. All right, just a set monster from the opponent. Okay. Monster Gate. Interesting. So now we have, hold on. Prima, Giant Trunade, Monster Gate, and then Prima the Facilier back? Ooh. All right, the opponent does have a face-down monster. I'm going to activate the Reckless Greed. I'm going to see what we can get into here. Snatch and Jog. Okay, so... Oh, man. I think I'm going to go for it. Let's get back the Facilier. And then Giant Trunade. Get back our Premature Burial. And then Monster Gate off the Facilier. Hopefully we just grab Demok here. I guess Stein would also be very good. Oh, Blowback. Blowback's a good one too. Okay. I mean, hopefully this works out. I believe in you, Blowback Dragon. I've always believed in you, right? There's video evidence. There's a heads. Very nice. No, there's the tails. Okay. Come on, Blowback. Let's just clear that monster and make this easy. Yes. Yes, get it out of here. It's a Deca. Okay, so we probably would have won anyway. All right, let's bring our Facilier back. No DD Crow to stop us here. All right, get in there, my minions. This is not a lethal attack, but we do have the Ring of Destruction, and we can just kind of time it to make it work out. Opponent goes to 500. Cool. Set Jog, set Ring of Destruction. If the opponent, I don't know, like, they've got to have an answer to a lot of things here, and one needs to be, like, very specific for Ring of Destruction, and needs to be pretty specific for King Dragoon as well. Now, we see a set monster, we see a back row, we see another back row. Okay, I'm going to flip this and a target Facilier. If you have a Book of Moon still in hand, good for you. They do not, and we are going to take down this game one in a... We haven't really done anything like that before in the series, I don't think. That was really cool. Putting together a board like that without reasoning. I guess we did have a Monster Gate, so yeah, sure. That was really cool. One of the reasons I like to play decks like this, one of the reasons, let's get that correct, is you just see a lot of different fun scenarios. I think they're fun. I'm sure the opponent didn't have a ton of fun with all of that. It's relinquished. Okay. No, it's Paladin. All right. Based. Incredibly based. Monster Gate's good here. Do I want to lead on that? If I let the opponent have Paladin, then they can just like summon Blue Eyes, which they can do anyway. But I could meta into King Dragoon, which is pretty good. It can't attack over Blue Eyes. If they happen to do that on the next turn, we don't know that they have the Ritual Spell in hand. King Dragoon is quite powerful. Maybe just save the Monster Gate for later. Sure, let's go ahead and do that. See if this goes through. If there's a Solemn Judgment, that's going to be annoying, but it'd be all right. This will just be the King Dragoon game, I guess. All right. Get in there. Opponent has taken 1,000. Set Jog, set Reckless Greed, pass the turn. We get to see like all kinds of cards in the next turn if we want to. We still have Monster Gate to follow up. We could, you know. Okay. They do have the White Dragon Ritual. That's fine. They have to pitch a Blue Eyes. That's fine with me. Hopefully they don't have Prima. That would be very bad. Oh, wait. Blue Eyes White Dragon cannot attack. Okay, so the other one wouldn't be able to attack as well. All right, noted. Megamorph. That's not ideal. Let's see here. Don't think I guess I could play around Dust Shoot. I can't really. I'm not going to. I'm gonna say I can't really if I'm gonna activate the Reckless Greed. I think there's a decent chance I do that. Oh. Scapegoat's pretty good. Maybe I don't activate. I probably still do. Yeah, I've got a lot of pieces in hand. Let's go ahead and activate this. I think it's pretty safe to do so. Turn off the auto draw. Another Jog and a Reasoning. Okay. Okay. That's pretty good. I think I'm going to go ahead and lead on Reasoning. Cyberstein would be just excellent here. They call 6. Okay. So they've got some traps over there. Well, you know, ask and you shall receive. Let's get this Stein on down. Now the question is, do I want to go into Gatling? Because it helps clear all of this. I think so. I guess if they have a ring, I just die right here, right? But I think I'm going to go into Gatling Dragon. Because I really need to clear the Blue Eyes, and if they do blow up something on the field, like I still have this whole hand, like with Monster Gate, Scapegoat, Blowback Dragon. Things are good. Maybe I should have summoned Gatling Dragon in defense. Oh my god. Dude, this Gatling Dragon. Okay, thank god. We'll take out the Blue Eyes. I feel like we've flipped so many tails in a row at this point. Don't think I'm going to Monster Gate here. I could just Tribute for Blowback. Yeah, I haven't normal summoned this turn, have I? Sure, let's just summon out Blowback Dragon. Okay. Just going to ask for a negate. I think at this point, that's probably just like a Deco or something, right? I'm going to target this trap because I think that might be the real one. I don't think this is a Mirror Force. I feel like they would have used it on the King Dragoon. See if we can take these out. There's a heads. All right. We get rid of the back row. Very nice. Good job, Blowback Dragon. It is Mirror Force. Okay. So, kind of called that one a little nicely. What's that by the Millennium Eye for? It made sense. I could Megamorph here, just try to win the game. No, do you mean? No, it didn't. You all were here. I explained. Everyone's acting like this whole game is about reading. No. No, it's the game is definitely not pure randomness. With the opponent seething a little bit. Because it's King Dragoon. I don't know. I think the read makes sense. But anyway, there is a little bit of entertainment for you all. Now, do I go for lethal here? I probably do. The opponent's kind of just like seething here, so. I'll give him the old welcome to YouTube. I'm going to throw Mega Morph on King Dragoon. Oh, man. I'm going to attack with a Gatling Dragon. Have fun with your 5 viewers? Hi, 5 viewers. Okay, lose the Mega Morph. That's fine. Whatever. Oh, Spy? Okay, the opponent loses everything, though. I guess they could draw into... Oh, they had to pitch the Chaos Sorcerer for that? Let's get in there. All right, and I'm just going to set the Jar of Greed. Pass the turn. We'll see what happens. Man, oh, Graceful Charity, it's a good draw. That's a good draw. If the opponent hits BLS here, could be a problem. They ditch Pot of Greed and Call of Haunted, so it has to be BLS, right? Snatch? That's pretty good, too. Uh-oh. Wow. 3 heads? 3 heads, please? No. Okay. 2 heads. Okay. All right, I lose my monsters. We could definitely lose here. I'm not out of this, obviously. I have Scapegoat. I get to see another card with Jar of Greed. So, not all is lost, but it hasn't been my turn yet. I activated Reckless last turn. All right. All right, let's flip this Jar of Greed. Gain 1,000. Upstart Goblin. Yeah, I'll play that. Trunade. Yeah. We're not going to quite do that just yet. I'm going to set the Scapegoat, pass the turn, and the next turn, hopefully, we can take the Gatling. And Monster Gate into something good. We'll see. Hopefully they don't flip 3 heads here. That would be annoying. Tails, all right, cool. We do still have a Cyberstein that we can hit. That would not be ideal, of course. All right, just 1 heads. That's great. All right, 2 out of 2. And yeah, I guess like we can see what we hit first. I don't know if that makes a huge difference, but sure. Hopefully it's not Stein. Jinzo, okay. Oh man, we don't win? Oh, that's a problem. I'm going to lose this game. I did not think I was going to lose this game. This is game 1, too? Oh, man. I didn't think the opponent had an answer, honestly. Oops. The wrong button there. But they had the Raigeki break. I thought they were just salting because they'd lost. Oh, my God. Come on, Gatling Dragon. There we go. Clear the monster. We only have an attack for 5,000, though. Wow. We're going to lose. Okay. I mean, the Graceful Charity was a great top deck. That's for sure. All right. Pass the turn. We'll hope Gatling Dragon doesn't hit 2 heads, I guess. Yep. There's a snatch. I could have killed the Gatling Dragon, but then they just take the Jinzo. It's kind of the same thing, right? There's 1 heads. Oh, 3? Tails? No. Yeah, they'll flip another heads here for sure. Yep. All right. Okay, somehow lost that game. Oh, that was game 2? What was game 1? I don't... oh, game 1 was the cool thing. That's right. Okay, so we're not playing against Turbo. So Brain Control gets a lot better here. Maybe I do bring in Decree. We also have to deal with, like, Blue Eyes. So maybe I'll just bring back in the Vortex. Maybe I bring in the Decrees. And maybe, like, Mirror Force. I could see that. Maybe there was something I did wrong in that game, but I don't know. Like, the top deck Snatch Steal there was pretty good. The Megamorph getting Raigeki braked was unfortunate, but okay. This hand's okay. Lead on Upstart Goblin. All right, the hand got a lot better. I think I'm gonna set Facilier. I think I'm just gonna set Ring. Pass the turn. I don't think there's any reason really to run everything into a Heavy Storm, potentially. Yeah, Pot of Greed's good. Yeah, sure. Yep. All right, we lose the Limiter, which is unfortunate, and I guess I'm just going to lose the Mirror Force. Face down monster, cool. Cool. We got some back row. Stein. Okay. That's pretty real. I'm just going to go for it here. I've got the Ring of Destruction. Decent chance we could just win here. Unfortunately, this Facilier is at 1400, but Raigeki break, sure. We hitting the monster? Okay, that's fine. Not a big deal. Let's go ahead and Reasoning first in case we get into Stein. And they'll probably call 2. But we'll see. Maybe they don't. They do call 2. All right, Demock. No, Facilier, that's totally fine. Yeah, as long as we hit 1 or 2 heads, this is good enough. Come on, Dueling Book. I'd like to view my extra deck, please. There we go. Get the old Gatling Dragon. All right, 1 or 2. There's 1. Please not 3. All right, awesome. All right, get your monster out of the way here, please. Deco, goodbye. Attacking order doesn't matter, but you know we'll play around the Gores, I suppose, and we will set this Ring of Destruction, and we will pass the turn. Oh no, we'll lose connection. Okay. Tribe. Pitching that. Target Gatling Dragon. You got a Book of Moon in hand. I got the GG. All right. Able to get some more. I'm not saying sorry. For what? Oh, maybe for the Widespread Ruin. Okay. Okay, I haven't seen that card in a while. That card's pretty sick. Man, they brought in all the token Thanksgivings. Didn't have Scapegoat this game, thankfully, but we did beat Pot Duo. I engaged a little bit more in the salt than I normally do. Usually I just kind of let it go, but it's kind of funny because like I literally like just explained what my read was on the back row, and then my opponent's like, how do you know? I'm like, well, it made sense to me. Yeah, we're at 919. I know 2 of these were rage quits, but a lot of elo in this episode, and we got another like 40-minute video, so I'm not leaving you with a super duper short one, even though 2 of them were rage quits after game 1. But hey, I'll take it. 81 away. We're almost there. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll be back with the next one.